All right. I had to pause. I was legit in the middle of like recording and editing for an NVIDIA video that I was going to make. That was the video that was going to be posted tonight, but I thought this would just be kind of fun and in the moment. And it's something that I've been paying close attention to because I really like this actor and I really like him as a person. And he actually grew up like not too far from where I grew up. So I think it's kind of like rooting for the hometown guy, I guess, in a way for success. And he's a cool guy. He seems like a cool guy and a cool actor. So shut up. Anyways, Alan Ritchson has been like making news headlines the last, I want to say, a couple of days now, maybe a week at this point, because he like beat the tar out of this guy who's being a complete nuisance to him, or at least I assumed was being a complete nuisance to him. But we're about to find out about that. And it was captured all on like Ring camera. Someone was like recording from their window, basically, of just Alan Ritchson just beating the crap out of this guy. Pretty much everyone started saying that, he was losing his mind. Another Hollywood star can't handle the fame or whatever. Yep. He preaches he's a good guy, but look at him now. Like everyone was really coming for him. But then today, the body cam footage that Alan was wearing, it was released, and oh my god, it paints this all into a whole new light, and I think it's just really cool. So I kind of want to start from the beginning. So I'm going to scroll down here. Normally I have gameplay footage, I know, but I haven't been streaming recently. So anyways, this is the initial footage. So I'm going to pack it up here. But yeah, you see just clocking him, just beating the tar out of him, right? And you can see it's like a person recording this, right? This isn't like a Ring camera. This guy like talks about how everybody in the neighborhood has Ring cameras and shit, but this is just somebody like recording, which understandable. You can't really hear what they're saying in the background, so it doesn't matter them talking over it. But yeah, they're being creepy kinda, but I get it. People are fighting. I guess it's good to have evidence, but yeah, you see that it's like the video starts right as the fight is like taking place, right? So all this happens. This guy keeps confronting him, right? That's all he's doing. And then he goes back to his house and Alan takes off, right? Now, then this guy went on and did like an interview and explains this. And this provides a ton of context. So,
etc. But
we're going to go back.
It started on Saturday morning when, and I'm an experienced motorcycle rider. I've been riding bikes all my life. So, from dirt bikes to street bikes and etc. But I'd heard this incestuous revving and speeding through our neighborhood of the motorcycle.
Sure, dude.
I eventually saw the guy on Saturday. I didn't know who it was, and I sort of like flippantly sort of said, "Guy, do you, like he was quite aware." And I said, "Can you just slow it down, please?" And then there are numerous people in my neighborhood who caught all of this on Ring doorbells of him speeding through the neighborhood. And on Sunday, when I was cleaning my bike outside my house, he rode past once, twice, and on the second time, I walked out in front of him, and I said, "You've got to stop. Someone's going to get hurt." And it escalated quite quickly from there. I did push him because he was coming towards me on his bike. He did it again for a second time. I pushed him a second time, and I think the second time he got off his bike and it kicked the crap out of me. And you can see he hit me in the back of my head. I went to the ground and covered myself. I've had such a shitty day today, and I don't wish the guy any malice or ill will, but we just don't need people riding through neighborhoods like this. And I just decided, I'm take a stand because someone else has to, because it's going to end up way worse than it could have.
Oh, my goodness. What a fucking victim this guy is, right? Now, hearing all that, it sounds obviously really bad, right? It sounds not good for Alan here. It sounds like he is just another victim of Hollywood. This good guy who got corrupted by money and fame, and now he's beating up nice old men who are just trying to keep their neighborhood safe, right? He's just trying to watch out for the children. That's all he's doing. However, then we get this footage. Alan Ritchson's body cam here. I'm going to turn it down a little bit for you guys. This is nuts. Steps out in front of him, and he goes over his fucking handlebars.
Are you kidding me, bro? Hold on. Stand in front of a again, dude. What? You threatened my safety, bro. Are you kidding me? I should not be talking to him. Go ahead, go down. Go down. I've called the BPD. I've called them already because you'll be driving on this neighborhood like a lunatic. There's kids running around here. Go ahead. Go ahead.
You did, he says. What happens? Wait for it. Boom, boom.
Stupid. Jesus Christ.
Damn, dude, he had to do that in front of his kids. Right, and then he ends up arguing a little bit longer, gets back on his bike. We saw this part where he just rides off, right? And he rides off with his kids. Now, if you go back and pause the video, which honestly it should be like right about here-ish, you'll see he drops down to about 19 miles an hour. Now, before that, the highest I clocked him going was like 21, 22, somewhere in there. Now, people can argue and say maybe he was being reckless, right? We only have footage of like before he was caught speeding, I guess, or before if he was speeding. Who knows? This could have been him just going back to his place and just moseying along, right? Maybe he was. All right, I'm willing to give that guy a little bit of credit, I guess. Or I was until this was revealed and he was just being a nuisance about it. Like, there's better ways to go about it, even if he was, you know, kind of terrorizing around a little bit. But he has his kids with as well, as we saw. So I don't think he was tearing around at the same time either, right? He wasn't terrorizing the neighborhood and freaking everybody out and everyone's concerned and has all this footage. Plus, I feel like with how big the initial post got of him like fighting this guy, beating the literal crap out of him, with how big that actually got, I feel like somebody would have come forward with ring footage at this point and been like, yep, here you go. Here's the whole thing. Like, if everybody has these ring cameras and this has gone so viral, I would imagine that there would be something, right? There would be some type of other evidence other than this guy going on one news source and being like, oh, feel bad for me. Oh, me mom. I just don't believe him. I really don't. And he doesn't give me a reason to either. So yeah, this is just a wild situation. Like, this is obviously really good for Alan in the case of like a law type of thing, right? The only thing they can maybe get him on now is if he was actually, like I said, speeding through the neighborhood. But I just don't see that being a plausible thing at this point. So clearly, yeah, this guy just, I mean, walked down in front of him, harassed him a little bit, literally made him fly over his handlebars, like started this entire ordeal in the worst way possible. Got his ass kicked for it. That's really what happened at the end of the day, people. All right, you know, some people get what's coming to them, and this guy got it. But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. Again, sorry, no gameplay footage. I haven't been streaming recently. I've had an insane work schedule the last couple weeks, so I've been kind of just playing games in the meantime when I'm not making videos. But yeah, we're gonna have like more of a set schedule. I'll be sure to announce that later this week on when videos are going to be uploaded and stream times and all that stuff. I'm really trying to lock in here, as the kids say, and have a consistent schedule because I'm really enjoying this stuff. So again, sorry for the delay in the video, like I said, but yeah, thank you guys for sticking around to the end of the video. Don't forget to like, sub, all that jazz, and I'll see you in the next one. Godspeed.
I lost my best friend to 23. She left her body in Harvard above me.